Hi, everyone. This is Jackie again. Happy Friday. And I want to congratulate you all for making it this far on Coach Basics. We're so happy to have you here, and all the comments that you've been sharing, all the participation that you've been having throughout this group is amazing. So keep it up. You're doing awesome. Today, we're going to talk about handling objections. So if you haven't heard them already, then you're definitely not inviting enough, because objections are one of the number one things that you're going to hear, unfortunately. But luckily, there are methods that you can use that can help you overcome these. So some of the most common objections are, I don't have enough time, I can't afford it right now, I like to chew my food, and a whole bunch of other things. So some of the best ways to overcome these are actually outlined in the document that's going to be attached to this post. But also, the way that you're talking to people and communicating with them and building relationships with them is one of the best ways to kind of overcome them with what they tell you. So when you are talking to somebody, you're going to start messaging people just to build relationships with them. And, the whole beach body thing is not going to come up until someone asks you about it. They ask you what you're doing, or they say they're interested in something. Instead of just showing them, this month's special, or pointing them in the direction of a workout program that you think they're going to like, you want to start asking them questions. So you want to be the listener, not the talker, because that is how you're going to really learn more about this person and what they're really looking for. So you need to start asking them questions. You need to ask them, what makes you interested in this, or, what are you looking to accomplish? Find out what their goals are and dig deeper than that. So like if somebody just says, I want to lose weight, well, then you can say, well, that's great. Like, is there anything in particular that you want to lose weight for? And someone might tell you, oh, well, my high school reunion's coming up soon, because that's usually the weekend of Thanksgiving. And they want to, lose weight and look good for that. Or maybe they have a wedding that's coming up, or they want to look good for the holidays and kind of like show their family, like, look at what I've been doing, and show up looking amazing all of a sudden. Or they may, I don't know, there's all kinds of things that they might have. Or they may say, I want to be more fit so that I can play with my kids better, so I'm not tired all the time, so I can build my confidence. Like, dig deeper into the reasons that people are seeking your help. Ask them what their goals are. Find out why these are their goals. Find the real deep reason behind these things. Ask a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. That shows that you're interested in what they have to say, and that you actually care about them, and you want to help them as much as you possibly can. You're going to get to know them, get to know why they're motivated. And once you find all of these things out, you can, when they tell you, like, I don't have time, or I don't have the money, then you can say, well, listen, like, you told me you wanted to look good for your high school reunion. Were you just messing around with me, or did you want to get this done? Because I have this stuff that has worked for so many people that I know you could do this if you set your mind to it, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, you want to be asking these questions so that you can kind of almost counteract it with when they start to give objections, because you have their reason, you have their motivation, and you can spark that back up in them and get them to commit to this. You also want to find out what people have done in the past. You want to ask them, what kind of fitness do you like? What kind of exercises have you done in the past that you've enjoyed? And what kinds of exercises have you done that kind of didn't really interest you that much? And ask them, what have you done in the past that's worked well for you? And what have you done that hasn't worked? And by asking questions like this, you can point them in a better direction of what programs would suit their needs and what they enjoy doing. So you don't want to just throw this month's special at everybody, because not everyone's going to like the 21-day fix. I mean, granted, it is one of the best programs that we have because of the portion control, and there's a variety of different workouts. But, if someone tells you they love to dance, then you're going to want to tell them about size. Or if someone tells you that they love to lift weights and they don't really like cardio that much, like, you may want to direct them to the 21-day fix extreme or body beast, or T25 has cardio and weights, but something like that. So it gives you a better idea of how to help them. And then as you start to learn more about what they want and what they like, you can offer them a couple of different solutions. You want to give them a few options because you want them to make the choice. It's their decision. You want to give them the options so that when they watch the videos, like, you can use the Beachbody YouTube videos for each program, send those over to people, have them watch those so they can get an idea of what the program's like. And they will have a better idea of, I think I'd really like this. Or if they watch the video and they're like, I don't think I'm going to be very interested in that. I don't think that person's going to motivate me, or whatever. Everyone has their own things that they enjoy, and you can't figure that out for them. They're the ones that have to make that decision. So use those resources. You can tell people all you want about what a program is like, but we have these videos available for us to use for a reason. And sometimes using those can save you a lot of time. It gives people a better visual because you can see parts of the workouts in those YouTube videos, and they get an idea of what the trainer's like, because some trainers click more with people than others. So use those resources. And then again, when people start telling you, coming up with excuses, and they start saying, well, I don't know if I have the time, or I can't afford this right now, then take them back to the reason why they wanted to do this in the first place. Not use that against them, but kind of, I guess. But use that, motivate them, get them focused on what they want, and get them to trust in you and to realize that this solution that you're offering is very capable of changing their life if they can stick to it, and if they give it their all, and if you connect them to a program that they are really going to enjoy. So all of those things are super important. You don't want to forget that you're helping somebody else. Like, you have to separate what you enjoy from what other people might. Realize that you're different. Everybody's different. So, I'm totally guilty of this. I will tell people oh my God, you'd love this program. And then sometimes they come back and they say, I don't know if I'd like that. And it surprises me, but, it kind of puts me back in my place. This isn't about me. This is about them. So make sure that you're asking them questions, digging deep into why they want to do this, why they want your help. Ask them what's going to help them so that you know what to do. And just direct them to basically what they're telling you that they need. And you can figure that out. There's so many options through the programs that we have. We are so blessed to have tons of them available. Basically, there's something for everyone. It's just a matter of finding out what's best for them, which is going to attract them more to it, get them to agree to it despite these objections that they have once you convince them. And once they get the program and they start, they're going to love it, and they're going to thank you, and they're going to be successful. This is setting them up for success. What else was I going to say? I just lost it. Oh, and then one of the best things, and this is in the handout that's attached here, is to use certain languages. So when someone tells you, I don't know if I can drink a meal, that was totally me. So I can say, I totally know what you feel. I felt the same way. I have always eaten my food. I've always liked to chew. I don't get full from drinking things. I did not believe for one second that this shake was going to do what it said it was going to do, that it was going to fill me up and all kinds of stuff. But I gave it a try because I heard such good things about it. And what I found was amazing, and dot dot dot, and you just basically tell them how it's changed for you and what you found by giving it a try. And this kind of sympathizes with them. It shows you that you understand where they're coming from. You understand their fears or their skepticism. You had the same feelings, and if you didn't, someone might have, another coach might have, so you can use them as an example. But use that language, because it's really been proven to be effective in kind of turning the way people are looking at something. They may have originally been really skeptical and didn't want to try something, but when you tell them you understand, like, I felt the same way, but here's what I found, and you explain how it's changed your life, they may realize, like, oh, okay, well, maybe that could happen to me too. So definitely check out that, worksheet that will be attached in the comments. Look at different ways of talking to people when they give you an objection, and just start practicing with these. Start using them when you have conversations with people, and watch as they start to change how these objections go. You might still get no from people, and that's fine. Just remember, no means not now. So don't forget about these people. Come back to them or ask them if it's okay. Be like, listen, I understand this isn't something you can do right now, but in the future, if I have another opportunity that's coming up, like, is it okay if I contact you? And if they say yes, write their name down somewhere in your follow-up list, and make sure you follow up with them and let them know that you still care, that you didn't forget what they told you. Remind them again about their goals, ask them how they're doing, and just, show people that you care, that you're genuine, that you're in this to help them, and that's going to go a long way for you. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, definitely post them below. And I hope that when these objections come, you start learning how to talk back and get people to change their minds and get them motivated and get them to start actively changing their lives. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.